you go through a training like this. The chapter one, you went through the training for like 2 weeks. You retest the thing like a week. So once you go through all that training, let me tell you, even if it is your first time going through doing enumeration, the research work, doing some sort of an interview, and you undergo through that training, you go to the field. There's no other questionnaire you can't do. Once you go through this training and do that questionnaire, it's like, there's no other questionnaire you can't do.
Yeah, their training is very good, very different from other institutions I've worked with. So I would say their training and the way we do work in Tegemeo has helped. It has given me a good experience in the enumeration work, the research work.
And even the way the survey is conducted, you find that every other thing is organized earlier, so that when you go to the field, the challenges you get are minimal. Because in other surveys, the cases where I've even gone to the field, you start sampling while you're at the field. So you find that when you start sampling the very same day you're supposed to do interview, you end up starting the interviews even at 1, 12. But for Tegemeo, you find everything organized. So when you start, you get there and then you start early, and that enables also the interviews to end early enough. So that is a plus for Tegemeo.
Tegemeo is very passionate about quality. And given that the nature of the data that we collect is basically agricultural related, the quality aspect of it we considered from the time we started the recruitment process. We ensured that all the applicants were people that have agricultural background. That is one thing. And then they were taken through a rigorous training process, which took about 3 weeks. The first week, paper introduction. The second week was about how to now use the tablets, and then the third week involved going into the field to do what we call pre-testing, trying to see that now what we have trained them through these 2 weeks was able to actually give them the confidence, and also they were able to now have a feel of the real life, real situation in the field. Well, they interview the farmers, and we now again gauge them. And actually that's why we had to train extra enumerators, so that at the end of it all, we only choose the best. So that was the first thing we did. The second thing is that the development of the instrument was not just something that we came up with overnight. We are building on what we have been doing before. And given that we have partners like the Michigan State Universities that have also brought in the questions related to what they would really want to be able to be asked, so that it can build on the kind of policies we have been recommending. There are several aspects that the other stakeholders have put in terms of the kind of questions they want to bring in, the kind of support in terms of sending some of their staff and even some of our collaborators to come and help in developing the instrument, and even during the training, so that at the end of it all, we have a survey that is above board. Another thing is that for us to come up with the households that we are visiting, the sampling process was done scientifically. We involved the KNBS to do a random sample. So we are using KNBF clusters across the country. And remember, we are working in 38 counties out of the 47. So basically, whatever we are going to collect is also representative of the country, of the situation in the country.